But the thing is that the conception of a gender discrimination among the tribe is very less. If you compare the gender in the non-tribe and gender in the tribe, you find hell and heaven difference. Tribals, they don't have so much gender discriminations. Okay, but the division of a labor there, on that basis the division is there, but the type of discrimination is not there. But nowadays also what happened that they are very much interested to send their tribal children, and tribal children are getting the job also. So that's why the gender type of discrimination and reaction is doesn't show.
And tribal girls also getting jobs as
Sanskrit
teachers
yes,
in good numbers.
Yes, not good number compared to boys, but that's coming.
Yes, yeah. Thanks to Dr. Roth for a good presentation. But the data he has given in this paper on the student enrollment over the years in both Sanskrit schools and colleges, I find that in the general category, the boys and girls, their number is very less. And in the Sanskrit schools and colleges, the number of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes is very high. Particularly the tribal students, they are taking admission in these schools and colleges. I think there should be a clear reflection on the point that whether the boys and girls in the general category they take admission in other schools and colleges, or they I think their population, the percentage of population in the particular is very less. That should be in terms of the total population in those parts of that state of Chhattisgarh, and so that can be understandable to us.
You see, one thing is that you see the area, isolated areas. So basically the tribal population is large there. So definitely these people will come. And general there is less. Another thing is you see the government grants which are coming today. That's the most specified for the tribals. So that's why you will find that all the hostel accommodation that is given by the tribal welfare department. So that's why because of this provision the tribals number is very high. And also think you can imagine this huge number of tribal students. If the Guruji has not been introduced in these schools, you can imagine what would happen with this number of students. If I am giving the data only this 10 years data, since 1965 till onwards, these periods, how many number of students have been come out? If the Guruji has not been established in schools, you can imagine what would happen with these students. So here is the importance of the Hindu organizations and the importance of the development things.
Yes.
Come in front please and get yourself heard in the mic.
I'm Ranjanam Kupadhyay, I'm teaching in Delhi University. Okay, this is a very interesting paper from one assistant student of religious studies, a subject which doesn't exist in India actually. You know, the appropriation of Ramayana has been very interesting in the sense like he says like this Vanas are all a part of the tribal origin that he's showing. This is, I mean, there's appropriation of Ramayana all over India and beyond India also, in Southeast Asia also we see. But what is very important is also related to her question about gender, because Ramayana is not a very egalitarian gender. There's a whole, you could say, male chauvinism out there. So the tribal reaction to this whole appropriation of a new kind of a tradition, I think somebody else also asked that. So, and also this whole educational purpose seems to be, it's a very controversial word, to Sanskritize the tribals, and you're making Sanskrit schools. I mean, what about the general education in this? I mean, there's much more need for them to be a part of the wider society, not just the Hindu society, but to face competition from the wider society where, besides knowing Sanskrit, other things are also required. So I'd like to know more about what is kind of curriculum that your Sanskrit schools have. I mean, is it the ultimate purpose only to create Shastris or something beyond that, or much more effective citizens of India?
You see,
are you implying that you become effective citizens only when you learn English?
No, I'm not implying that. But I'm just interested in knowing what is beyond, other than what's the curriculum of this school. He's talking of education
yes.
in general. But what is the curriculum do you have?
The curriculum is general things. You see, it is Sanskrit schools. They are introduced by Vyakaran, Sahitya, because I am telling you that is affiliated to Banas Sanskrit Vishwavidyalaya. That means whatever course is there, they are teaching here also. In Sanskrit schools, you cannot introduce some new things. This is all Sanskrit subjects have been introduced. Okay, and with the modern subjects, what type of the, because government has given allocations, allocated the grants, and he is given the degree. So that's why whatever taught in the government school, that is taught in the general schools. Okay, only thing what difference will find, that is the only some moral educations, and the students, they were taught like this, the Satya, Daya, Kama, you have to accept, give up these practices, and they are wearing the, you see all the asam, we wear the same dress. There is been dhoti and panjai by the boys, and the saris by the girls. Okay, but the thing is, what is introduced the sanskarizations. The thing is, the cinemas are introduced, and all people are uttering that sanskarization. But have you ever asked how far this is applicable in the tribal context?
Yeah, that's what is my question.
But you see,
Yeah.
but sanskarization, because you see, what happens? Srinivasa concept is the changing of the upward mobility of the student, that are sanskarics.